Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias.
Okay, happy holidays, everybody. I did get a knife yesterday for Christmas, and it came from Santa Claus or Stuart Harvey, whichever way you want to look at it. It said Santa on the box, but the envelope came from Stuart Harvey's location. And if you see there, Scouts Canada. It's a 4-inch lockback scout knife from Canada, or for the Canadian Scouts. And the first question I have for Stuart is, I thought lockbacks were illegal in Canada. So is this something that is no longer made up there, or is this something that is actually made and Scouts are allowed to carry? Because it's a pretty cool knife. I mean, it's just a simple lockback. We all know what a lockback is. 4 inches long, so it's probably got about a 3-inch blade. Well, why guess? Yeah, blade is just over 3 inches overall. Cutting edge is right at 2 5/8 of an inch. So nice little saber grind going on there. Nice hollow grind down here. But nice large nail nick. You really don't need the nail nick, but it is there. Got a lanyard hole there. Stainless steel construction throughout, except for the brass pins which are holding the pack of wood handles on. So pretty cool little knife, and I'm assuming it is used by the Scouts in Canada because, well, Scouts Canada, and that is on both sides there, so that's pretty cool. Kind of like that. Thanks a lot, Stuart. I really appreciate that. And while we're at it, what I'm going to do is, instead of doing a review of the last year, I'm going to do a preview of the upcoming year. How does that sound? These are some knives that I've recently picked up, and you will be seeing them soon on the channel. The first one here is another Case XX Whaler here. Let's see if I can get that to light up better. There we go. Case XX Whaler. This time the wood handle is engraved instead of the blade, so they just stamped Case XX Whaler in there. And from the tank stamp that I'm looking at, this looks like it would have been one from around 1965 or so. I'll have to double check all that stuff, and by the time I actually do the review, I'll have the correct information. But I believe this is a 1960s era XX Whaler by Case. So pretty cool knife. And as long as we've looked at that one, a knife that is very close to it, Rough Rider is coming out with a lot more glow knives. I'm looking forward to the large toothpick in glow. It hasn't come yet, but I have picked up this one, and it is their half hawk. And the half hawk here is basically based off of the old Case loom fixer. And well, let's take a look at these two blades and see how similar they are. See there? Not exactly the same. You wouldn't expect them to be exactly the same, but you can see a family resemblance, let us say. Definitely a distant cousin. And you've got, this is the two-bladed half hawk. I know a lot of people prefer the single-bladed. This one has the pin blade and the ram's foot blade going on. Man, like I said, that's the way the original loom fixers were. Nice glow-in-the-dark handle. I'll be collecting a couple more of them. I'm not grabbing every glow knife that comes out. I'm just grabbing the ones that I like. A little disappointed that the box looks like it glows, but it doesn't glow. It'd be really great if the box glowed in the dark. No, just double checked. Box does not glow in the dark, but the knife does, and I'll be talking more about that later. This might wait until the 5-inch toothpick shows up. Another knife, you'll probably see this review very soon. This is the Schrade Peasant knife. I've already shot the video for this, so it'll be coming up real soon. When I first got it, I wasn't too crazy about it, and then because when I first opened up the package, it fell out, and the blade just flipped right loose right away, and closed right on my fingers and everything else. But you just got to adjust the pivots on this thing, and then it's a much cooler knife. So I've got that video coming very soon, the sword peasant knife. Matter of fact, that'll probably be the next video you see coming out if you're. And then I've got a bunch of new Stoneworks knives. I will be catching up on those. I've already done 12 of them. It looks like there's at least 5 new ones coming. I've got 3 of the 5. Actually, there might be 6 more. This is the small moose. So you got a clip blade and a spay blade, that funky spay blade on there. I would really like to see this knife with different secondary blades on here. I like the frame. I would like to see something else on here besides the spay blade though, and not a Warncliffe blade. Things like a scissors or a cap lifter screwdriver, things like that. I think that'd be a really cool knife. I like that frame though. Also went ahead and bought the straight razor. Big box for the straight razor. This is the 3rd straight razor I have, I think. So I'll probably look at the other 2 at the same time. Yeah. Unlike the sword, there's no stop pin on this, so this will fling all the way around, which it's supposed to do. And you got to be very careful because it will guillotine. Well, no, it won't. Look at that, nice and tight. But the straight razor, I got it. And then the other one I got was the, I think they call it the Texas Stockman, or it used to be called the Jumbo Stockman. Now they're calling it the Texas Stockman. Grabbed it too. And this one, pull on this is about 6 or so. I have not cleaned this or anything. Annoying double nail nicks there. It's also a reverse style Stockman, so the when you flip it around, the sheep foot is on the bottom. Now a lot of these have had issues with the sheep foot having really no walk and talk whatsoever. This one, it works good. I have one of these in brown stag bone, and it's so lazy, it's ridiculous. And then the other blade they got is a spay, and it works pretty good. So I've got those 3. There's also a 5-inch sow belly and a locking 1-blade sow belly, and I think one other knife already out. I'm not sure. It might be just those 2, or there might be another one, and there might be more to come also. I don't know for certain. Got to show you this one. I have one of these already. This is another Queen that I picked up. Got it for a steal of a price. This is the Queen USA, Titusville, Pennsylvania, and they're amber honey boned. And this is probably going to replace the large toothpick that I've been carrying every day for the last 2 or 3 months now. This is going to be my everyday carry. I'm going to switch over to an old Queen toothpick. I have another one of these, so I've got one for the display, and I'm going to have one in my pocket. This will be my soon-to-be everyday carry knife. And haven't forgot about the White Smooth Bone Collection knives. I will be doing this Ocoee River Hobo very soon. So that'll be talked about very soon. Got this here. It's the Tortoiseshell Barlow. People have already been reviewing this. This is the single blade Tortoiseshell Barlow, and they're new with black liners. I was very, I really had to think a long time before I picked this up, because I was afraid it would be screwed up like so many of the other ones in the Tortoiseshell series. But this one came very clean and with a decent enough pull on it. The pull on mine's about a 4, I'd say. So I've got that. I'll be doing a more full review on that soon. And I need to be talking about this knife here soon too. The Schrade, what is it? The Scamp? Yeah, Schrade Scamp. See there? Schrade Scamp 4. Also out of China. And I mentioned this before too. I haven't got around to talking about it yet. And so this will be coming up very soon too. This is the Ontario's milk knife. What did they just say? Camp knife, manufactured Ontario Knife Company, proudly manufactured in the United States. But we all know what it is, and I'll be talking about this one. This is probably the last camp knife. Well, Colonial, I think, is probably the last. This was the second to the last military knife or GI knife, whatever you want to call it, made in the United States. I believe the Colonial is still made in the U.S. And folks at Kitty's Corner already saw this, and this is one of those Filipino polos. This is made for the trade or the souvenir market in the Philippines, I think. I did some modifying on it and everything, and I'll be doing a video on this fairly soon. Like I said, the folks at Kitty's Corner, I believe, have already seen information about this one and what I did to it. The handle was changed, basically. But anyway, there you have a sneak peek at probably going into January and February on the channel. The various knives you'll see. And like I did with the large toothpick from in the Stonework series, I will give you an update on this after I've been carrying it for a while. This one is in D2 tool steel, so much better steel than what's in the Stoneworks knife. And also, this was made in the USA, Titusville, Pennsylvania. You see right there. And we'll see just how well that blade edge holds up on my Queen toothpick. But that'll be, you probably won't see an update on how well it's carrying until probably March or April. In any case, with that said, once again, happy holidays, and wishing you a joyous, prosperous, and very happy New Year. Talk to you again soon.
Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.